halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go. Get in the right room. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
At the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run with Breida. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch. Wide, get wide.
On 1st down, Watson flush to his right. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. To Johnson again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Screen play, Johnson. A strong running. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So after the Bear now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Breida. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 37, check 37. Slant 66, bullet high. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 1. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 78 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Check. 25. Check 20.
Let's go. Get set. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Run it. Show it.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the toss play, Howard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey. 4 down, Charlie. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is caught off a deflection. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the delay, here's Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Watson. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Still's the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Watson's going to throw it here. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first.